Hi everyone, this is week 4's video discussion related to scholarly writing. This week's assignment, Productive Scholarly Writing as a Doctorate Student, has important areas of focus. One area is developing a strong argument or question, an argument that you are able to incorporate evidence into practice. Introduction must capture the reader's attention, and it must be clear and to the point. I recently wanted to create a project where we evaluated the number of staff turnover. As we all have experienced staffing issues, we wanted to evaluate the staff turnover prior to and after an introduction of a bridge program. The bridge program that we developed for our department is one where only new grads were hired into this program so that they can develop and have a good foundation of med surg before going to a specialty area. What we were noticing before was that new grads were applying to a unit like mine where it's more med surg to get their foot in the door, and then within 6 months transition into a specialty. And we were noticing that our current staff was getting burnt out in precepting and orienting these new hires. So we incorporated this program, and I wanted to evaluate the effectiveness of this program in comparison to one before. And when I partnered with the research lead, she kept asking me, what is the question that you're trying to study? What is the question? And I was getting frustrated because the more I created a question, the more critique that she had. And this course is allowing me to have a better understanding of what that question should look like. Overall, the writing must be clear, organized, concise, and it must be high quality. And the content must be relatable to an area of focus. In last week's assignment, critiquing an article provided additional tools to really look at an article or a writing piece with a different lens. Before reading an article was reading an article. Now it's like, okay, is the sample study appropriate? Did they use enough variables? Did the tables and the figures really show the work of the authors that worked on this specific study? In regards to the sources should be reliable. They should be credible. Are the sources that you're using 3 years or 30 years old? And are your studies appropriate? Are they valuable? Are you citing the other authors throughout your paper to support your take on the topic or of your study? Is your writing supported by citations? You must credit the citing of the authors, of the ones that you incorporated into your work. And finally, scholarly writing takes time. You can't rush, procrastinate, and leave everything for the last minute, because it will show in your work. And ultimately, you want your work to be published so that others in healthcare can benefit from the work that you the work that you put in to creating an evidence-based paper, a scholarly paper. So overall, it takes time. It's a process. It's a learning process going from, as a bedside nurse, you have a different way of thinking, and being able to sit and come up with a scholarly writing piece it takes time and it takes work. Thank you.